Hello everyone. Welcome to Lorenzo Data Solutions. My name is Anipe Abraham, SAP SuccessFactors Consultant, Corporate Trainer. So before I continue to say anything in this short video, I want to say one thing, that this is my opinion or my view, and remember, I don't represent anyone. So today I want to concentrate in this episode about the latest release for H1 2022 for SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central. So I have already posted some of the major updates, enhancements a few days back on my website. So I just want to give you a brief explanation about the latest release, the major enhancements which I posted on my personal website. So the first of all, let us try to understand about the 2022 release schedule for first half yearly. The preview release on 15th April 2022. The production release on May 20th, 2022. So here if you look at some of the areas I have posted, and in this blog I have even included some of the enhancements from the SuccessFactors platform also. So altogether I just posted few of them that every consultant must be aware about it, and you should be updated when you are working in your production or in your support or wherever you are. The first, the major update is all about the alerts on the latest homepage. So as you all know that from H1 2022, the next generation, the latest homepage is going to be enforced, and every customer, they have to switch on to the latest homepage. If in case they don't switch on to that, SAP is going to force the enhancement from the backend. So on the latest homepage, that users can learn all the upcoming events that are generated using Employee Central alerts, including Employee Central, including MDF alerts. And you can see all that on the latest homepage from the to-do section. So they will remind you all the approaching events, maybe let us say expiration of the documents, or maybe something about data changes. So using these cards on the to-do section, the users can dismiss temporarily, maybe by choosing remind me tomorrow, or permanently by choosing done. So now on the latest homepage, the users can experience at one glance alerts that relates to the Employee Central, including MDF alerts from the to-do section directly from the H1 2022. And this is the sample screenshot I have posted on my website. Until the production or a preview takes place, and you can refer to it, and which we cannot disclose the system configurations in the video as for the privacy and disclaimer. So I have to explain as for the presentation. And you want to know about the production release 20th May 2022, and it is configuration is universal, and it is about the latest homepage alerts functionality, which supports the module Employee Central, including platform. Okay, right. Now let us try to understand about the next major update, automatic upgrade to the latest homepage expiration. latest home page experience. As you all know that previous blogs that I have posted, and I have clearly explained the last year for the first time, SAP has introduced the concept of the latest home page, and as it was in the Delta mode, but now SAP is forcing from the production release of 20 May 2022 that every customer they should switch to the latest home page. If in case that SAP is going to upgrade automatically. So nowadays SAP is telling you from this release, we are automatically upgrading all the customers to the latest homepage experience. So we upgrade your preview system first, and it allows you for the final testing. Then we upgrade you to the production system 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later, after the upgrade, the legacy homepage from that period is no longer switch back to that. It's not possible for you. So what SAP strongly encourages every customer to adopt the latest homepage experience as for a timeline before the automatic upgrade takes place. So all the technical details I have posted here about this also. The version 1H 2022, which is going to be effective, as I told you, 3 weeks later. So this is going to be automatic update will takes place on 24th of June 2022. But first preview release takes place, and then subsequently, as for the 3 weeks later, this update takes place. Now one more thing that I wanted to explain, the third one, and as you all know, that role-based permissions. As a security administrator, you can manage, you can create groups, roles, and target population, and etc. Now SAP is bringing the newest version of role-based permissions from Admin Center. You can switch on to that. So as you all know that when you click on Admin Center, then when you go to the Manage Permission Roles, and you start creating the roles, right? But now you will find one more button, and where it tells you that switch to the latest RBP permissions. So in addition to the existing one, the latest RBP, it is just like you can say look and feel. The latest version of the RBP gives you a new concept of role assignment. The relationship between the access to the users and the target population within the role. But actually it is also the same thing which we used to do in the previous version, but now the look and feel is going to be completely different. Like it is, you can see at one glance, this is the due to some privacy, I have not showed you full screen, but you can see the preview of the some image about the latest role-based permission. So please be aware about it, and I'm sure that all of you have gone through my classes for RBP and you understood, but it is same concept, but now you are going to switch to the latest version and you are going to experience the look and feel better than the previous release. And this is going to be available from 20th May 2022. Now, one more update that everyone should remember. You know, when you are working, maybe let us say when you work in time off, when you work in a timesheet or a position management or any other custom objects, when you work in MDF, there is a something called to-do category that you always try to select the category subsequent connection of the particular solution that you are working. So you are able to select. But now from this H1 2022, you can no longer change the values through the to-do category. It is a grayed out, and this is going to be like this. Previously, you are able to select from the drop down, but this to-do category you can select no longer possible. It is there, but as for SAP has given a pre-delivered, for example, if it is a employee time, so there is a to do category selected by default and you don't need to do any changes. But let us say there is employee time object. For employee time object, you are going to select a to do category like a time of request. So now it is a pre-delivered one, so you don't need to do anything there. It is a grayed out. Even for any of the custom MDF objects that you are going to create, SAP automatically selects as a generic object changes. And remember, you can select no values from the drop down, which you are able to select as for the earlier versions. From this release, it is not possible. So SAP made this enhancement to unify the workflow experience for all the MDF based generic objects. And I am sure that these enhancements give you a lot of understanding. And remember about the technical details about this update. Please refer to it and please enhance your understanding. Now, one more update that I wanted to explain is about role-based permissions for your manage organization pay and job structures. Now, what SAP has done from this release, SAP wanted to control the user access for creating your foundation objects for all your foundation. Let us say we have three structures, no? Org structure, pay structure, job structure. Some of these foundation objects, as you all know, that they're all migrated to the MDF. They're all called as MDF foundation object. But of course, when you switch on to that, that will navigate to some other navigation. But when it comes to the manage organization pay and job structures, so you need to enable RBP from this release onwards. If it is not enabled, you can configure no foundation objects, not possible. So now SAP recommends you checking that user access permission should be given accordingly. So in the current version from the 20th of 5th 2022 H1 release, you need to go and enable it to configure the objects, the data for manage organization pay and job structures. Otherwise, not possible to configure. Now let us try to understand one more thing that everyone should remember. Another enhancement that I posted is about search for workflows with the inactive users to manage workflow request. In Admin Center, you can manage the workflow request, like you can lock it, you can unlock it, you can decline it, you can cancel it, you can delegate to somebody. There are a lot of things you can do. But in the requested by option, when you search earlier, you could only see the employees who are active, with the status with all the workflow requests. But now the workflow request, the employees who are inactive also, you can check it. So you can manage them. You can see there is an employee with inactive status. Look at here the screenshot. And if there is anything that the workflow requests are there, and you can manage promptly as for your need, and then accordingly you can utilize this one. That means you can specify inactive employee central users and all the workflow requests to them, and you can manage them directly from Admin Center for manage workflow request page. And these are all some of the technical details, and I'm sure a lot of things I have explained with a detailed practical examples. And I'm sure this release, that whatever I have explained about the SuccessFactors Employee Central H1 2022, all those who are watching it, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. See you all again next time. Bye everyone.